Welcome back to No Bias Hoops. Today we're going to be talking about the Lauri Markkanen trade again and taking a deeper dive into what it would take for a team like the Golden State Warriors or the Memphis Grizzlies to land Lauri Markkanen. So, Lauri Markkanen can be extended August 6th, and if he's extended, he cannot be traded anymore. If he's extended after the 8th, then he won't be able to be traded on the trade deadline. If he's extended on the 6th or the 7th, then he will be. But if he's going to be traded, it's going to be the 4th or 5th, likely. And that's going to be when teams have to decide, do we value our young players and picks more than winning right now? And for a team like the Warriors, I would say yes, because Kuminga and Moody, I think at best, they're solid role players. Podziemski can probably be like a Derek White level role player, but still, I mean, there's a chance he won't be. And Warriors are valuing him way too much. The Warriors also have picks, 4 to 5, I believe. And if they were to throw all 3 players and 5 picks, the Jazz would say yes right now. If they were to throw to one of them, likely Podziemski, and 5 firsts, I believe the Jazz would also say yes. But I don't think the Warriors are the only team. The Warriors are the team that are being talked about because they're desperate and because they're the Warriors. But I just don't see how a team like the Memphis Grizzlies wouldn't be going after Lauri. Memphis has their picks, and they have a group of young players. They have GG Jackson, Zach Edey, and guys that they could throw in a deal. I'm not saying they will. It would be kind of early to pull the trigger on Edey, who you just selected 9th overall. And GG Jackson, he's been kind of inefficient, but also good, so he still has potential. Picks, GG Jackson and Zach Edey, I don't think the Jazz could say no. The only other 2 teams I'm thinking of are Houston and San Antonio, all 4 teams on the West. Like, people say Miami, but it would have to be Jaime, Hero, and like a first, but even that, like, again, Jaime is really good right now. We always hear talk about Jaime and Pods, but they still don't have like all-star potential. Probably. There's a chance, but they probably don't have all-star potential. They'll still be getting a pick and then Tyler Hero, but I don't see it happening. However, the Spurs could do it. They have Keldon Johnson, and then they have guys like Sohan and Blake Wesley, and I mean, they have guys, but I don't know that they're going to throw the first and guys when they have Wemby. Like, they signed Chris Paul, and I'm not going to act like Chris Paul's still an all-star level player, but I think that's more of a mentor for Stephon Castle, and they want to go forward. They want to take the OKC route, so one day they're the Celtics, they're unbeatable. If they trade Lauri now, I bet they would make the playoffs, and Lauri and Wemby would be really good, but it's just, if you're giving up that much, it's not worth it for the Spurs. The Rockets, the only trade I really see is Jalen Green for Lauri Markkanen, straight up. Because Houston still values Jalen Green, but they're going to have to pick between Green and Sengun. They really don't coexist. So, they're getting Lauri here, who could be lethal alongside Sengun. But they still value Jalen Green, so they still are going to want to get value, and they're not going to throw Jalen Green and more. Like, maybe they'd throw first, maybe they'd throw one of their younger players, but if the Jazz value Jalen Green, which I'm not sure they do, like, they'll have to pay him. He's another small guard that's not amazing on defense, and that's kind of the same as Keontae George, who they like. So the only 2 teams that really make sense for me are Memphis and the Warriors. The Warriors, I would give Memphis a 10% chance, the Warriors like a 30% chance, and then a solid 60% chance that the Jazz don't trade Lauri Markkanen. I don't know, let me know what you think about the Lauri Markkanen trade, and see you next time on No Bias Hoops.